Hi guys, sorry about yesterday. The video I tried to make I couldn't upload, so I'm going to try directly on YouTube, so hopefully this will work. I'm just going to show you a few quick steps in drawing a portrait, whether you're doing yourself or any face portrait. The first thing you want to do is get the shape of your face. So what you're going to want to do is draw, again, like an upside down egg. This is kind of basic face drawing. And again, faces are symmetrical, so they should be somewhat the same on either side. Now once you do that, and just keep in mind that this line here is about here, so it's not like, it doesn't mean like it's this part here. You have to, or like way back here. Your hair is going to come on to this line, onto the face somewhere. So to figure out where to place eyes and noses, because I saw on a couple of your drawings that eyes tend to be a little too large for the size face that have been drawn. So you just want to keep that in mind. So what I usually do, if you can see, is dissect the face in 4 somewhat equal parts. And you can see already this side is probably a little bit, needs to be wider, but that's always something you can change or adjust at the end, as long as it's not too too obvious as you're going through. So basically from this point to this point, this line should be divided into 5 somewhat equal parts. And that keeps you from making the eyes too large, so that you're not making this piece small, and the side, and then the eyes are huge. So I'm just going to put the shape somewhere in the middle of that area. And if you really need to and you have a ruler, that might be extra helpful. It just keeps, again, makes it easier so you don't get too big or even too small with the eyes. So, and again, the shape of the eyes are going to be kind of like a lemony kind of a shape, like a squish football. And so that this length from here to here is somewhat even with this space and a little bit of this space, okay? So once I get to that point, then I can obviously go ahead and add in my details. I can add in the eye, which is curve lines from the top to the bottom. And then I also make a little line similar to the eye itself for the eyelid. Excuse me. So you can see where I put these lines in to touch top and bottom, and then the pupil I filled in except for a little bit of the reflection. Now to fill in the eye, usually there is a shadow underneath where the eyelashes create a little bit of a shadow, and then the outline of your eye, if you look in the mirror, it should be darker, and then again there should be a few areas of reflection depending on how you're, or what you're looking at. Eyelashes grow out from the edge. They should be coming out this way. They should not be going out this way, okay? So just to show you real quick, and I'm just gonna do one side just so not taking up too much time here. So you can kind of see how they come out this way. And then you can always, there's a little space like right here, this little area here, and then your eyelashes again are curved. Sometimes less is more. You don't want to overdo it with lashes, then it looks kind of cartoony. And then the hardest thing is to get sides even. So I'm going to start with the eyebrow, which is going to be even with this eye where the pencil is. And you're going to give yourself a little bit of space right here, because if it's too close to the eye, then it's going to look off. You want some space, okay? And then the arch is going to be right above the pupil, and then it descends down, and it goes in the direction that your hair grows. So if it goes up, that's where your lines want to go, and then they start to curve. I'm going to show you this one, because you want them to look hair-like, not so much like a cutout from a jack-o'-lantern. You want to make sure they look a little more realistic, okay? So you can kind of even them up after. Then you do the same to the other side, and then when you start your nose, the nose is going to come from the brow bone, which is right here, okay? And then you're just going to curve it in here. And then where to place the nose is from this horizontal line down to the chin is maybe just a little less than halfway. That's going to be where this line goes. And then from this line to the chin, again, maybe just a little less than halfway is a longer line, and that's going to be the line that separates the upper lip from the lower lip, okay? So right here, what you're going to do is you're going to get the shape of the nose right here, and then you are going to bring it up. And I'm just going to go a little bit darker so you can see it, and you're going to come around on both sides with a small shape for your nostril, okay? And then from there, it's just very light shading to get the shape of the face. You want it nice and soft. You don't need anything real heavy because you want to make it look somewhat realistic. And then we're going to come around. And what should be is the side of the nostril should line up with the inside of your eye. And then you can, from there, you can just add shading. You know, again, less is more. Not a whole lot, but you can see where there's shadows, and like one side could be a little bit darker based on lighting. And this is just kind of where you go in and define the shape of your nose, and it's usually a little wider as you come towards the bottom and not opposite. The main thing is what you're concerned with at this point is making your features fit the shape of your face, okay? So that's kind of that idea. And then I can always go back and put a little more shading on the top of the nose and kind of, you know, get it a little more, you know, you can add a little bit more depending on how much time. You can see how this side is a little more developed than this side. Then the mouth, real quick, is you want to taper the corners, and you use that vertical line to show you where the middle of the mouth is going to go. That kind of helps you keep it even. So you have something along these lines, okay? So at this point, I'm liking this side.